Now there is maybe some type of hurdles of the system created. Just the continuity of the slides, how these the human body that is digest the food. So there is you are well familiar. So there is every system is working separately in the body. The digestive system that is working separately, so that is not the part of the circulatory system. The food that first we digested in our intestine, and so there is digested in our digestive system, then it is the particle that is entered in the circulatory systems. Through there is diffusion, there is active transportation. So we are well familiar about these systems. So these systems are basically, there is the inner surface digestive systems. The second is tube, outer surface is the skin, and third one is the plastic anterior bodies. So we will just to divide all these types of into three sections. First is, I have told you, there is tube, inner surface, digestive systems. The tube, outer surface, that is skin. The plastic anterior body, it's mean all the anterior systems, circulatory system. There is inside the organs. This is basically we have divided all these just for your understanding. So now, so there is, you are well familiar, the bacteria when that is enter in our circulatory systems, maybe that is enter into the circulations. Now when the E. coli that is enter in our circulatory systems, that can cause a disease. That maybe that is enter in, maybe that is in our just to infect our throat, just to break down the epithelial cells and enter inside the inner anterior systems of the body. So that harmful for our body if that is working in the digestive systems, as in E. coli, normal part of our intestine, that produce various type of beneficial compounds, beneficial biomolecules, as there is a various type of B complex, vitamin B complexes. Those are synthesized in our intestinal lumen by these systems. So there is also release of various type of, there is enzymes that just to break down the digestive food particles that is part of our diet. So in this way, there is these bacteria are technically outside the body and aid in digesting the material. Look at it. Only if the E. coli are introduced in an unnatural manner can they break through the first line of defense and harm us. I told you about the detail about how these E. coli that is harmful, how these E. coli are beneficial for our body. If that is remain in outside the inner system of the body, so that is definitely beneficial as working in our intestine. The second line of defense is the white blood cells. Basically, the white blood cells, so there is we divided into two segments. One is the nucleated and second one is the anucleated. So there is the anucleated, the nucleated. There is neutrophils, the basophils, the acidophils or the eosinophils. The second one is there is T lymphocytes and the B lymphocytes. These are the the detail of the white blood cell that we discuss in our regular classes. So these, just to when the invaders actually enter inside the body, so then these blood vessel cells that is begin their attack to engulf these invaders. WBC normally circulate throughout the blood. What will enter in the body tissue if invaders are detected? Now, when you are well aware about how these detection taking place. There is any particle that is interposed when we inhaled the oxygen. There is various type of particle that is present, that is floated in the environment. There is environmental particles that contain various type of there is chemicals. Suppose in smoke and smoke, that there is very harmful material present in these environmental particles. When that is entering our body, so that is just irritate our there is respiratory systems. When that is enter inside the body, so these white blood cells activated to engulf those bacteria particles, or those chemicals, those biomolecules, those act as antigens or as foreign materials. So these will be activated to engulf those outsiders or the invaders. So in this way, these just to leave the blood circulations and just to enter inside the tissue to engulf those foreign particles or the invaders. So these blood cells are just responsible for eating the foreign particles by engulfing them. These engulf. Once these white blood cells engulf these foreign materials, these phagocytes breaks the foreign particles apart in organelles called the lysosomes. You are well familiar what are the lysosomes. Lysosomes is very important organelle of the cells that contains various type of enzyme systems. Or maybe there is example here is the proteins, the carbohydrates, the nucleic acids, the DNA or RNA, the fatty acids. So these are the large and complex materials. So when these are complete, these biomolecule complete their tasks, then these are the waste material for the body. So the enzymes present in the lysosomes, these just to separate into their simplest units, as in case of polysaccharides, these converted into monosaccharides, as in case of polypeptides, these converted into the respective amino acids. In all these details that I have discussed in our previous lectures in the class. So this is the importance of the lysosomes. Now these, maybe there is various type of bacteria. There is thousands of bacteria that is causing the disease in the living bodies. Maybe there is the throat infections, there is a tuberculosis, there is our intestinal infections, diarrhea, the vomiting. Maybe there is the skin disorders, skin infections. Maybe there is ear infection, eye infections, there is lips infections, the body, there is nail infections, there is fungus, maybe there is bacteria. These are maybe the viral particles. These are the particles, those are causing various types of disease. Maybe that is entered inside the body. So in this way, these are